Hello there, you amazing, awesome person. I trust you have been well and growing yourself because that's what we are about, becoming a better version of yourself. Today's topic is a fun one and we will be addressing millennials. If you are one, say I. I highly encourage you to get someone to watch with you, and actually, as a matter of fact, consider posting this video and just sharing a link to someone, your fellow millennials, so that you can watch and critique together. Now, with that said, Doreen McKenna, I'm a millennial.
How do you know that, Dudu?
Well, if you were born anything between 1981 to 1996, child, you are in the right place. And just like everything has its advantage and disadvantage, being a millennial also has its good and ugly. Let's start off with the negative, just to get over with it very quickly. I don't know if you remember this, when you were young and you were served food with waru and you ended up eating waru as the last thing. Maybe that's just me, but that happened. So same thing we are doing here. We are getting over with the negative things before we come to the positive and the good things. Anyways, let's start with the negative side. The first thing, most of us experienced strict parenting strategies, either from your parents or the society around you. Believe it or not, most of us are unlearning so many things right now. And these kinds of environments have shaped, the way we address issues. Once you are all grown up and realize that the world around you operates differently from what you knew, self-esteem became an issue. And unfortunately, we were not told how to deal with these changes. So we picked up different coping mechanisms. We have become so good at putting on filters, and social media is doing that pretty well for us, right? I saw a quote somewhere that make sure you are happy in the real life, not just on social media, and that one just was mind-blowing for me. When you get to work somewhere and the pressure is so real and you think about quitting, right? This is what I'm talking about. I have been a victim myself. I am not in any way dismissing the fact that you can quit when you truly feel it's not the right thing for you and you've obviously considered the options. However, there is a pressure that is good and needed, just to build your agility. This gives us the aspect of impatience. As millennials lack the patience to nurture things, we are so used at clicking and getting what we want from the internet, and we forget that things like career and love actually require our patience to grow. It's no wonder sometimes we feel so entitled, having gotten used to instant gratification. The good thing about all of this negative is we millennials are still the generation that is embracing change in the most awesome way. And this is where personal development content, like what I do, comes in. And this should usher us to the positive aspects of being a millennial. Now, the first thing is millennials are the most career-focused generation. See how we turned lemon into lemonade? Growing up around such strictness instilled in us the need to keep pushing for your career, right? Well, some of us are still figuring it out, and that is totally okay. Just the second thing to note under that point is that we millennials are so good at overcoming large obstacles. Again, us turning lemon into lemonade. Actually, the good things can come from the negative, right? The third thing is millennials are more woke than Gen X. And for context, those who do not know, Gen X is the one that comes just before the millennials. The reason is the challenges they were exposed to growing up, like us millennials, have expounded their understanding of various things. And there's a huge difference between how a millennial was raised and how they end up raising their kids. Okay, so being woke in all aspects of life, and that is because of the challenges and the different things we've had to learn in the process. For this next point, I don't know whether it's a good or a bad thing, but it's entirely based on your own perspective. Okay, millennials are starting families way later in life than the Gen X or the boomers. These are people chasing careers, and the thought of starting a family always comes. You think of it after you have already established your career and grown. At this point, I would really, really love to know what your opinion is about how millennials are starting families late in life. Is it something that you subscribe to or not? I would love to know what your opinion is in the comment section. So please make sure to leave it down below and let me know what you think. This is the end of the video, you awesome guys. I enjoyed learning some of the things myself, and I hope you learned something in the process too. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.